Coming up next, I'm giving y'all this prison story about an inmate named Sweet Tooth that liked to humiliate his ops with candy bars. Stay tuned to the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey.
What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Alright, y'all. Now, I know you saw the thumbnail, and I know you read the title. And yes, this is a prison story, people. Don't get it confused. Your boy Corner won't stop, can't stop. I got too many of these stories in my head. And well, I'm just going to have to give them to y'all. So, this story is going to be about an inmate named Sweet Tooth. And we're going to get into why this fool name was Sweet Tooth. But just know, this may and might be my most diabolical story to date. I don't know. Y'all tell me. When y'all hear it, y'all get in the comment box and y'all tell me. But let this be known, people. These things happen for a reason. They happen only in prison. Only when you let your guard down. Only when you fall victim. Now, Sweet Tooth was a CRIP. And he was a big dude. I guess you could say he was kind of like a pod bully. But he ain't bully everybody. He knew he could get away with it and who he couldn't. So, you know, he bullied a lot of the neutrons and a lot of the smaller inmates. Let's keep it real. Even though he was huge, like I told y'all before, these jokers really don't want to fight. He knew it would be easier to go and deal with somebody that ain't have a standing chance with them. And they give it up real quick. So, you know, he was one of those bullies that would come and put his arm around your shoulder like they y'all friends. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? Yeah. You got a soup for me, right? He not asking. You got a soup for me, right? He's demanding. He's telling you what you have for him. And you know, saying no to Sweet Tooth, well, some people ended up getting beat up. Some people, different rumors spread around the prison about Sweet Tooth. And now we're going to get to that. But Sweet Tooth loved candy, y'all. It was almost like every time he went to the store and ordered commissary, the only thing that would be in his bag would be Snickers bars, Baby Ruths, Almond Joys, and now we're talking about back in the day, the king size joints. The real king size joints. Not these shareable garbage bars that they sell today. Back in the day, y'all, you can get a whole Snickers bar like that big, the king size. There wasn't no sharing or nothing. It was one solid bar. Because you know they're really ripping you off when you get that new king size and there's two shareable sizes. Them joints is the equivalent, damn near, of snack size. Anyway, that's all this man would have in his bag was candy. Maybe a few juices, some coffee, something light. Not even one soup, y'all. Because he knew he was going to live off the land. He'd get his favorites. That's what he'd spend his little bit of money on. And then he'd get his necessities from the land. Even down to the soap, people. He ain't even order his own soap and deodorant. He depended on an inmate to get it for him. And I tell you what, he always got it. This man worked out 3 times a day. And it's not a day that went by. This man had an issue getting into the shower and getting some soap and fresh deodorant. Oh, nah. You tell me, if this gorilla approach you and you're about 100 pounds and he tell you he wants your soap, he wants your deodorant, and he want 3 soups, oh, you probably gonna slide it over to him. Because half of y'all ain't got it in y'all. Half Half of y'all have no idea what it takes to survive in prison. To stand up for yours, to pull that poke out and get busy. Half of y'all have no idea. And some of y'all think y'all have an idea. That's why y'all get crazy in the comments. And I dig it. I could dig it. But let me tell you something. If you was in here with me and the rest of these guys, people like Sweet Tooth would have taught you a lesson. Sweet Tooth will humble you. Because you got to move. You know what I mean? You got to know how to move around these monsters. Humbly. Now, Sweet Tooth, he ain't really had too many ops. Even though he was a CRIP, other gang members and other gangs didn't really mess with him. They knew he was off the chain and they kind of just left him alone as long as he ain't bothered them. But, like I told y'all, Sweet Tooth liked to bully people. So, he a big play fiend. You know, somebody that just like to always be touching and slap boxing, and he'll force the people that he be bullying to slap box just because he know he gonna slap them up and get a laugh out of it. He slapped the shit out of somebody. Bow! Bow! And you know, if the other person actually defend themselves and hit him back, now it's a problem. That's where Sweet Tooth get mad. You're not supposed to hit him back. He don't think you're gonna respond like that. And when you do, now you the problem. You just caused him the problem, even though he the one that been playing with you and messing with you and, you know, doing the most. But when you defend yourself, now he got beef with you. And so that's what happened most of the time, y'all. And there's multiple rumors about the outcome of most of Sweet Tooth's fights. Now, almost always, people, his fights happen either in the bathroom, back in the stalls, or in a locked cell. Can't nobody confirm exactly what has gone on in these rooms alone with Sweet Tooth when he gets into a physical altercation with another inmate. But there have been multiple rumors, people, that Sweet Tooth would knock you out and take your butt. Now, that could just be a rumor. Who knows? There's also rumors that Sweet Tooth would knock you out and stuff one of them candy bars in your butt too. Now, I know y'all like, dang, is you lying, Corner? Listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that I actually saw a candy bar sticking out somebody's backside. But, supposedly, he would use the exit for an entrance. And he would slide a candy bar up in you to get you loose. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm leaning more towards it is true, people. Because I honestly think that this information got slipped through the prison by a victim. Yeah. I believe one of those guys that he was bullying had actually had this incident happen to him. So, one of the neutrons that Sweet Tooth was bullying, his name was Mike. And he pretty much snapped one day. And this guy, you know, Sweet Tooth would bully him in the mess hall, in the pod. It didn't matter. He'll walk up to him in the mess hall and stick his hand in his tray and take some of his food and eat it right in his face and walk off laughing. You know, he'll do just crazy things. Pulling pranks on him in the pod. All types of stuff. Lighting his toes on fire while he sleep so he could jump up screaming. Now, I know y'all like, damn, that's a real play fiend. He going too far. Yeah, he did take things a little too far. But, like I said, most people wasn't willing to stand up to him. But, well, Mike, he had enough. And one day, I guess, Sweet Tooth came over there with that slap box and shit and slapped him in the back of his head. Bow! Mike just lost it. Without even looking, he just turned around with a backhand. Bow! And he caught him, y'all. He caught him good. And I was proud of Mike. Mike did his damn thing. Smacked the shit out of Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth, he mad as hell because that just happened in front of everybody in the pod. Oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah. You bust my lip. You bust my lip. Nah, you gotta see me in the bathroom. You gotta see me in the bathroom, Lo. And now he on his game time. He talking that shit now. So all the playing is over. Now Sweet Tooth is for real. Sweet Tooth supposedly took him back in that bathroom for the fair one. And you hear a lot of tussling. Now, like I said, nobody normally would slide in the bathroom to see none of what was going on because of the rumors. Nobody wanted to see if he really was going to do what they thought he was going to do to him. But, y'all, and this is where everybody is confused on exactly what happened. And we really, really wish we knew. But I guess it don't make any difference now. So they back there tussling and fighting. Boom, 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 boom. It don't sound like much of a fight. It sounds kind of one-sided. It sounds like somebody getting tossed to the ceiling, to the floor, to the wall, and back again. Yeah, Mikey is in there getting beat the hell up. And well, he asked them for it, so ain't nobody gonna step in to save him. He a grown man. He got to stand up for his own. Now, rumor has it, and at the end of this, I'll get to how this story actually got out and what is known. But the rumor is, Mikey woke up on the bathroom floor, the nasty bathroom floor, y'all, with his pants down, and he was sore. Now, when he noticed his pants was down, he felt the breeze, and he reached back there. It was brown stuff all back there. So he like, well, what the heck is this? So, he ain't think nothing of it. He washed it off and was like, whatever. He remembered getting knocked out. But then, supposedly, y'all, he saw a candy bar on the floor next to him. Candy bar was open. Chocolate was partially melted. It was all sloppy like. You could tell something happened to the candy bar. Now, that's the dilemma, y'all. I do believe Mike walked out of that bathroom stall and told somebody what happened in that bathroom. But I think Mike doesn't really know what happened in that bathroom. What do y'all think happened in that bathroom, y'all? Get in the comment box. Tell me, what do you think Sweet Tooth did to that man in that bathroom stall? Y'all tell me. Because I got my own vision of exactly what Sweet Tooth did to that man in the bathroom. And if you ask me, y'all, the candy bar is just to hide the shenanigans. Now, me and a few other people on the pod, we have our own assumptions of what went down in that bathroom. Meanwhile, other people have their assumptions. Some people think Sweet Tooth just forced that Snickers bar as far up his you-know-what as he could and then left it there. But me and a few other people, I think is a little bit more sophisticated than that. Excuse me. I think, yeah, he used the Snickers bar to loosen him up. And then I think he graped them repeatedly. That's what I think went down in that stall. And then I think he put the Snickers bar back in him, and that's how Mikey woke up. Mike's story is a little shaky. I think Mike woke up with that Snickers bar in his behind already. You didn't just wake up and decide to put your hand back there and feel and see some brown stuff. No, you woke up because you felt something back there that shouldn't be. And you pulled it out. And it was a huge Snickers bar. And you left it on the ground. That's what I think happened. So Mike will probably never admit what happened back there, but we all know Sweet Tooth took that boy's cheeks. And even worse, he shoved the Snickers bar up there when he was done. Told him a whole lot. Listen, y'all, prison is not a real place, and anything and everything will and can happen. It'll go down, people. When you least expect it, drama sets in. It goes from 0 to 60, just like a car. Real fast. So, if you ever find yourself in a state penitentiary, I'm telling you, people, you better go back and listen to some of my stories. You better rewind time and get yourself mentally prepared for the trauma you will go through. Yeah. Get ready for demon time. Or, people, you could just avoid that altogether and stay your ass out of prison. That's the best advice I can give y'all. Especially you YNs. Stay out of prison. Leave them switchies alone, man. They gonna put you behind the prison walls forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Y'all know the vibes. They want us all behind bars. Do yourself a favor. Get an education. Go be a corny guy and get a job. A good paying job. Buy a house with a white picket fence. Yeah, the American dream. Well, I don't know if it's your dream or not, but you get the gist of it, people. Go out there and aspire to get what you want. Out here in this free world. Bump going to prison. It ain't nothing in prison but a bunch of losers. They can't get right. I was a loser when I was in prison, so I had to get right. And that's just the facts, people. You cannot deny the facts. Sweet Tooth took that boy's cheeks. When it comes down to it, he did it just for fun. Just because he knew he could. Now, if you don't want to be a victim of somebody like Sweet Tooth, if you don't want a booty bandit to take advantage of you, stay out of prison. And this goes out to all the youngsters out here wilding out in the streets right now. If you're watching this, listen. I care about you. I don't want to see another one of our brothers go down that route. You can't do the world no good locked up for the next 25 years, my guy. So think about that when you're about to go commit that heinous act. Alright, listen. Like, share, subscribe, hype the video, get in the comment box. Let me know your thoughts, people. Rock with me. Let me know what you're thinking right now. Would you go to prison and face prison justice because you can't take care of yourself? Or would you stand on business? Let me know in the comment box, y'all, where y'all at with it. Let me know what area code y'all watching me from. What state, what country. Let me know that y'all rocking with your boy. And as usual, this is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner. And I'm out.
I
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim or the butt of a joke. Don't close both eyes when you sleep or get choked. When you go to the mess hall, sit with your team, cause if you sit with some punk boy, you can get seen, then you can get dealt with. Prison justice like you never felt it. I be taking y'all back to stories of the helpless. That lava I spit, get your boys' stories melted. I spit about prison justice cause I dealt it. And you a real hater if you can't respect it. All that bullshit, yeah, I'm here to check that. Any confrontation, I'ma show up, bet that. You a real hater, I'm here to address that. When it comes to storytelling, I'm the best at. You a real hater, I'm here